when you really boil it down, when you watch a civil jury trial and you see how pain and suffering is put up, there is a calculation process. And that I think has been one of the most elusive issues within personal injury is what is pain worth? That's different for
Let me dig in
everybody.
a little bit on that topic
Yeah.
on the software topics because so if somebody goes and so is this software been developed or is it still in the works?
It's in development right now. I actually just got a partnership agreement, investor agreement with a whole suite of engineers. So it's not just my friend anymore and me. 8 weeks will be the beta launch, and but right now we currently have a website. You can go learn about it. You can in our testing phase, we can upload documents, generate some extracted
You got to
information and
plug the
things. So
website, Kyle. You got to
it's
plug the
well, it's
website.
it's mysmartsettlement.com. You can learn about kind of what is going to be happening. It's going to be in Georgia at first because I know that law the best, but this is not a legal tool or an insurance adjusting tool. This is a self-help document generation process that just has some smart uh, industry experience driven uh, rule making built within inside it that I feel like is just so needed right now. But yeah, we're building it, and we're going to start by giving people this option to say, hey, if your case is worth, say, like less than $15,000 and you don't want to have to go pay a third of that to a lawyer, if you just knew what to ask for and you just could reasonably value your case instead of just coming out of nowhere and saying, oh, well, I got 10,000 in medical bills, so let me times that by three and that's what I'll ask for. That model is over. That used to be the way in the 80s, 90s, 2000s. That's the way some of my mentors said it was the
Hmm.
way it went. I've even said this in front of a jury. I've said, hey, I don't know how to tell you how to value pain and suffering, but people told me growing up in the business that you just multiply the medical bills times two or three, and that's fair. But it just doesn't seem it that to me is not like the best we can do in the industry of insurance and law. And when you really boil it down, when you watch a civil jury trial and you see how pain and suffering is put up, there is a calculation process. And so what I've done is I put that into a tool that you can transparently see why someone's asking for what they're asking for. And if it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. You can go get a lawyer, no big deal. But if you get it to a point where you can settle your case yourself, here's one thing I know for sure, that an insurance company adjuster who has an unrepresented claimant that they have to deal with is going to love you if you show up with all the documents that a lawyer would have prepared for you, but without all the BS that some of those lawyers put on their plate. They'll wait 2 years to ask for a settlement. They'll come up with some astronomical number for pain and suffering, but they've never been on any pleadings or any court filings. So they're never actually going to show up. They're just blowing smoke. They've never actually showed up to try a case. A lot of the settlement mills we're talking about, that's their MO. They just threaten, threaten, threaten. But then when it comes time to actually file and step in a courtroom, here comes Kyle, or someone else, you know. Adjusters know this. So I think adjusters want organized, knowledgeable, unrepresented claimants, not so they can keep taking advantage of them, but so that they can unlock the authority to open up the money that the lawyers' paralegals or the lawyers' case managers have been plugging in because they know. It's like a I explain it to clients like we're holding knowledge hostage for money.